chances are if you watch this channel, you are a fan of retro mountain bikes, or even more so, a fan of GT retro mountain bikes. If that is you, I've got a surprise for you, because today I'm going to show you the ultimate retro mountain bike collection. The boys at the Australian Mountain Bike Museum have been kind enough to let me in and let me loose with my camera, and trust me, there are so many good products. There's Steve Peat's 96 Cairns World Champs LTS that he rode in there, Nathan Rennie's Junior Worlds Lobo, his 2003 World Cup overall Iron Horse bike. There is some of the sickest tech, some of the dopest bikes, and not only that, even just magazines, and the wealth of knowledge that these boys have got is just out of control. And also there's going to be an exclusive unboxing. So the killer thing about this museum is none of the bikes are restored. They're all original condition, and if they are in near perfect condition, that means that the parts are NOS. Brand new old stock, stuff in boxes. It's a long episode, there's a lot to unpack, but grab a cup, grab a drink, grab something to eat, and sit down and feast your eyes on the retro goodness that I've got in store for this episode. Wow, these are the very first ever RockShox, aren't they? Yeah. Do they still actually work? You reckon?
Never they did originally.
Yeah.
And these ones,
Yeah.
the very first Answer / Manitou forks, they were actually made with the RockShox crowns.
Yeah, I was gonna say those crowns are identical.
Yeah. That Unishock has not ever been on a bike.
This one?
Yeah, it's still got the price tag on there. And there's no marks on the dropouts whatsoever.
Wow. Yeah. Now that is a definition of new in box, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, imagine that thing hit marketplace. You'd have your message would be lit up when you'd have like a callback list of 20 people.
It's Manitou 1 on the left, followed by the Manitou 2.
Yep.
Manitou 3, Manitou 4, Manitou EFC, the
Yep.
Sport, the Comp, and the Magnum.
Yep.
That's from 91 through to 94.
Oh, there it is. But the LTS is one of the most iconic bikes too, isn't it? And it's not like the early one with the hole in the whatever
I
reason.
reckon that was the prototype.
Yeah, the prototype had the hole.
Yeah.
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 So
Come
that
on.
had 5.5 inches of travel on the back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
at the time, those forks that are on there now were the longest travelled forks. At the time when the bike came out, that were available with 43 millimetres of travel.
Yeah, it's basically just a shade over 2 inches, really. Well, not even 50 mil is 2 inches. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys literally swing off the back of it. What are the hubs that you got in there?
Hope.
Hope hubs, yeah.
Hope.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Oh, with a titanium centre.
That's why they're in that bubble. Don't touch it.
And then over on this side,
Yeah.
like
Wow, they're in really good condition too. How's the difference in spread, like as far as the crown width and that goes?
yeah.
What a jump. The most sought after yellow stems.
Which one? Control tick or the core?
Either or.
Yeah.
As long as it's in yellow, yeah.
Bye. Oh, what's up?
How to make that true sturdy. Best looking ones too.
Is that?
Like the colour schemes on the Mongoose amplifier. Is that what I'm looking at?
Yep.
Yeah. Mongoose Pro, DH, German brand Cyclecraft.
And it's just faded.
Yep. Twin. Twin. I think it's up. Yeah. Do you have to wear gloves when you
Check
go?
out the condition of this. Like, that's been
They are
completely
mint.
rebuilt.
They are minty.
Yeah. The stanchions on them. They've just got the stickers on there still.
Wow. I would love to put them on my LGS. This is an unveiling. Yeah. This is an exclusive, isn't it? A premiere for the museum. Joe seems excited about it.
Chunky!
Holy. Oh,
She's a
Oh.
chunky girl.
that is in such good condition too. That's nice.
Business done. Business.
Chip bruise. Nice. It's the knock of approval. Where did it come from?
This one came from
OS or? No.
Melbourne.
Oh. Wow. That is in exceptionally good condition.
We is ready to go to the moon on this thing. Look at that rear end.
It's brand new.
It is mint.
That's a beauty.
Sure is.
Wow.
Let's check out the bump stop in there.
From catapult.
Ball brace.
Yep. Yeah. What's actually going on, Brad? You're just sorting through every magazine publication that came out in the space of a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In order.
In order?
In
Oh,
order.
monthly order? Nice.
In monthly order. Yearly monthly order. Thursday nights at the museum.
Show Instagram. have a set of these every they would just always just suck air in. But I think they were like one of the first lots of disc brakes. Oh my gosh, that XDR chainring. You know how much they are on eBay, those things now?
That thing is,
Oh my god. Yeah. One of the most sought after hubs, the ring layer.
You want to do the LTS?
Yep. Absolutely. What was it?
So a gentleman called Carlo owned this frame,
Yep.
and you can see the remnants of a sticker here. Some people might remember the Scaredy Cat Club. That's the remnants of that sticker.
Okay. Scaredy Cat Club.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it.
Ollie Klein was part of that.
Yeah. They are awesome cranks.
XTR front. Is that the XTR front? No, it's not.
It's an earlier XT. Yeah. 735 or 737. 735. It's an XT, I reckon.
AC headset,
Yeah.
synchros seat post, AC cranks.
Yeah, with race face chain rings.
Yeah.
After a set of them. The TI LTS1 synchros seat post. On the bar ends. ESP shifters. The old grip shifts. The good ones too. The 900s. This is pretty dialed. You don't bring this out to like for any displays or anything though.
No, that's not complete.
No. Still cool though.
Yeah, I like it.
It's a good size. It's like an 18, it's a 19, isn't it?
No.
Like how it's kind of, it's cool because it's original. Like a lot of people get these, strip them down, polish the living daylights out of them and throw them on Instagram, where this is...
Yeah, so bit of a story to both of these really. I had the boomerang first.
Yep.
I got that in, I think it was the year 99 or 2000.
So when you picked it up?
Yep.
From the said second-hand shop. Because there's a story behind this bike.
Yep. So I rode past on my way to uni one day and I saw this bike out the front of the second-hand shop. I'm like, oh gee, that looks...
The boomerang.
Yeah, that looks like a decent bike.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in and asked the guy in the shop about it, and he told me the whole story. He's like, yeah, that's actually Steve Peat's Cairns 96 bike. Someone local bought it, brought it back, and traded in at the shop. And I was like, oh yeah, gee, that has to come home with me. So I put down a deposit, and the next day I picked it up.
Yeah.
And I rode it, loved it. Pretty soon, the titanium link here, because that bridge in there is so small, that cracked and broke.
Yeah.
I then had it welded up by someone at the Submarine Corps, because it's titanium, it has to be welded in a vacuum.
Yeah.
Had it welded up, continued riding the bike, cracked again. I was like, oh well, and stripped it down and put it in a box, and thankfully that box was still there.
Yeah.
Many years later, otherwise the bike wouldn't be here. But yeah, original on this bike that came from Steve Peat is the X-Lite bars, the World Force stem, the AC top guide,
Yeah.
The race face cranks on here are not the cranks that came on the bike, but are exactly the same.
Yeah.
So they were the same colour, same model.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was saying, I had a couple of mutual friends and they were saying that, yeah, they approached Petey's mechanic after the race or after the weekend.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he agreed to sell his bike to him. Don't know how they got it off of him. And they bought it back.
Well, the thing was,
Was
it was the end of the season.
Yeah.
And it was the last season where he was sponsored by the UK GT importer rather than by GT.
Yeah.
And for the following season, he was already signed up as a GT factory rider.
Ah,
so he had no need to bring this bike back to the UK.
Yeah, yeah, and that's it. So, and now you're the lucky punter that's ended up with the Steve Peat 96 World, which is a pretty freaking iconic race. I mean, it's iconic because Nico Villieu and Palmer had that 1.1 second like difference between first and second. Yeah. But the fact that that's a pretty iconic race, just that alone, isn't it? Yeah. Especially for Aussies too. I think half the mountain bike community made the pilgrimage over to watch that. And the ones that didn't, like we were watching it on SBS, I reckon, played it live, and we'd all be around the lounge room watching it, sort of thing. And then when we got back, we got all of the like VHS video footage that our friends that went there as well took off, because I know like John Tomac and all that were in it as well. Yeah, it was sick when he was actually racing downhill still.
I was actually in Germany at the time. So,
yeah, it was cool. Yeah, those two are sick. But that is pretty much, that's like the centerpiece really for me would be. Being a GT fan, it's the holy grail. And LTS being my favourite bike of the GTs. Yeah. Doesn't get any better. Yeah. Okay, so we got Rennie's World Juniors, 1999 World Juniors winning Lobo frame. Although he's a pretty tall guy, I don't know how the heck he fit on that thing. And then his 2003 overall World Cup winning Iron Horse. Yeah, that bike's iconic because he won world overall on it, but there's also a lot of his like marketing was pictures of him on that bike there too. Like that picture, you know, we stand next to the chairlift with a broken wheel. Yeah. Yep, that's them. That was probably one of two existing Palmers that were in South Australia at the time. Yep, that was a pretty nice donation too. That would ride very nice up there.
It's interesting to see the difference between that frame and that frame. Like the entire frame's different.
Yeah.
Like this is one piece.
Yep.
And
that's just tubing.
And this is straight.
Yep.
Rather than like with the kink in the hole, it's just like one straight piece.
Yep.
The reinforcement on here.
Yep. For the disc brakes. Yep.
Yeah. So
the linkage as well.
Different.
Yeah, and where the linkage mounts are.
Yeah.
Obviously, is completely different as well. The seat tube angle, you can tell, was a lot slacker on that. Yeah. Fatter head tube, different gusseting. It's a completely different bike.
That is a pace monster.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the wall of paces.
Absolutely. That is a titanium arch.
Yeah. What is it? Is it?
There was an open model frame that came under a few different brands.
I mean,
it was actually a pretty decent frame for an open model frame because it's got the adjustable dropouts there.
Yeah.
It's got the adjustment here. Yeah. It's got two different positions there. It's got a really solid rear end.
Yeah, high pivot.
Pretty
adjustable dropouts.
Yeah. Decent geometry for its time. Looks pretty solid.
Yeah.
It was a decent one.
And you got another, you got the original OG True Response.
Yeah.
First one, like the Sintesi style one.
Yeah, this one's a really nice print. It's actually in really decent shape. All the decals are still pretty good.
How's the size of the pivot on it too?
Massive, hey?
Yeah.
And, so how's this? Obviously that's not the original rear shock.
Right.
However, come with me.
Oh, another one.
Another one with
this one looks clean. was it to build?
with junior T's on the front. And that one actually came with a brand new shock.
Wow.
And it was actually a shock mainly that I got this bike for, because this shock has been rebuilt. It's got new seals and it's super hard to come by.
Yeah. Another couple that stick out is this, the Bianchi.
That is actually the not Bianchi. The key to what that bike is actually on the front hub.
Berserk. So what do you mean?
It's not actually a Bianchi, that's just a sticker.
Oh, okay. It's a Berserk.
Is a frame that was built by someone in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And there was only 3 of them built.
You got the AMP research frame.
It's a twin down tube.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know if you can see that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Two.
Yeah.
And the one with the single down tube down there is a B3.
Oh yeah. And then you got the Mongoose
So that's
version.
labelled as a KTM, but it is an amplifier.
Yeah. And then the Mongoose one, which is the frame that I'm in love with.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of the blue as well. Foes Weasel. And then a selection of Pro Flexes as well.
Yeah, the one with the carbon rear end.
Yep.
857.
Hey.
The 855.
Yep.
And then the animal and the beast.
Base down here. Yeah. Not 1 but 4. And then is that a Manitou or a Marin? A Balance with the same setup.
Yeah. So, like the Marin, like the Manitou, but to save cost, they put an RST 381 fork in the back.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Having a Manitou fork.
Yeah. So it was cheaper.
Yeah, just to save cost.
So it was a bike for the people. And then the Barracuda. Another unified rear and triangle single pivot, like, wow.
Classic.
Yep. That would be fun to ride.
Barracuda did this thing where they colour coded their stems and seat posts and
Yep.
pedals and even brakes, which was pretty cool.
Yep. And then the Stab. That's the newer edition, isn't it?
That's one of the newest ones here. So that came to the museum without wheels.
Yep.
And that saddle has gone on there, and I think that stem's gone on there. Needs a bit of a rebuild, but
Yeah.
at least
It's one of the
rolling
most.
bike. And the forks, because they have such a long head tube, you can see the forks are extended up here. That's an
Yep.
extension to the original length of the forks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, under there.
Yeah, you can see the parting line. So that,
Yeah.
that bit there's an extension to make
Yeah.
the fork fit to that long head tube.
That's cool. And it's got a missile on the front too. You don't see many missiles around anymore. You see plenty of Cujos
Yeah.
in collectors, but the missiles are hard to find.
Nice oak titanium front hub there.
Yep. Oh, and the ring lace skewer.
Yeah.
One of the most expensive and sought after skewers on the retro market now. Oh yeah, the Marin / Manitou.
Yeah, so this came as a Marin came as a pretty low end bike with just STX. It was upgraded with a 900 derailleurs,
Oof.
Wide Industries cranks and front hub,
Yep.
Manitou stem.
Yep. Hyperlights.
Yep,
Answer Hyperlight bar ends.
yep. X-ray SRT 800 grip shift.
Yep.
Flight Tiana saddle.
That's a beautiful bike. Nice. Is that a Centesi, that black with the yellow swing arm?
Right.
No, what is that?
That is a Centesi, but
Yeah.
that particular one was a Kona. Same frame.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're called Bromont, the Kona, the Oakley, the Centesi,
Yeah.
all same frame.
Yep. Yeah. So the bike I nearly kicked over is probably like Krishan's favourite bike frame currently. Oh yeah, yeah. So that's the original bump stop version of what you were building tonight.
Oh, yep, with the
Yep. Yep.
rubber
Rubber pogos.
shock.
Yeah.
And again, the composite rear end,
Yep.
carbon. That wheeler was built as a downhill, like a World Cup downhill bike.
Yeah,
It was
right.
one of the
Dual
first
shot.
bikes that actually had the Formula disc brakes on there.
Yep.
The paint scheme on the frame was obviously revolved around Kawasaki Set 1. Also came out with the Junior Ts.
Yeah.
It was actually a bike that came off the shop floor with those one-piece cranks.
Yeah.
The wheeler made those one-piece cranks specifically for that bike. The bike had an XTR rear derailleur,
Yep.
a grip shift SRT 800 X-rays.
Wow.
So it already had all the things
It's
on
dialed,
there
yeah.
that you would want
Yeah.
to build a downhill bike. One by cranks with a chain guide, the XTR with the grip shift, the disc brakes. It had everything.
Straight from the factory floor.
Yeah, yeah.
Racer ready to go.
Yeah.
OG stump jumpers. Is that what it is? Yeah. Ground control. That one does the rounds, doesn't it? On the display. That does the display circuit, that one.
Well, it's just in such mint condition.
It is.
With the look at the pedals, like they look like they've never been used. The tires are still brand new.
Yep.
Yeah, look, it just looks like it hasn't taken any dust.
Yeah. 535 and the 537 is the most sought after collectible XT group set now too. It's solid, isn't it?
And just having that rear suspension with that high pivot,
Yep.
combined with the Gerben flex stem, it's just crazy, eh?
It is. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, well, thanks for letting us in and filming, Krischan. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Otherwise, I'm coming back to film more. Yeah. Now that Joan's gone night nights.
It's just more. There's always more.
There is. What am I even looking at? What are they? What's the story with them?
Paulson upside down.
They are.
They still bounce too. Like the elastomers that they put in these forks
Yeah.
was so much better than any RockShox elastomers. Like, check out this. They're still perfect, just like day one.
Wow, that's amazing.
These are just, they're still fresh.
And they'd be
So
like
good.
35 years old?
Yeah, I think 96.
Wow. Yep, 30 odd years old. Still work like new. That's cool.